this document in depth so you can ask good questions. But I don't want you going through everything with the homeowner. I want you just hitting the important things. Ask if you read something that you think it sounds weird, please ask me. Because the last thing you're gonna wanna do if a homeowner says, well, where does it say that it doesn't put a lien on my home? Then you'd be like, I don't know. You know, like hunt around. You want to know where to be able to navigate and say.
Lisa was like, page 13, paragraph B, blah, blah, blah,
right.
blah. I was like, damn.
And that's why Lisa goes through this document a lot less than everybody else. Because if someone asks, she knows exactly. She sold mortgages. She's got it, you know, really well buttoned up. Okay? So page 2 shows you all of this. This is, again, the same information we just went over 2 pages in a row. 20 years, total cost, initial payment, blah, blah, blah. The only difference on this one is the target balance. The target balance is after the tax credit's been applied. So 30% of that comes off, and that's that. All right? Cool. And then this is the target balance date, right? 18 months. Okay? All right. So now we move in here into loan information, right? I'm not hitting a lot of this, but, you know, let them know tax credit. All you have to say is something to the effect of, so this just talks about the tax credit. We already discussed that, and then move on. Target balance, initial monthly payment, it's all there, right? This is basically reiterating all that stuff now in writing, right? There's a lot of redundancy in these things, and that's just the way that loans are written. So now we come in here into the loan agreement itself, all right? This is where I'm gonna send you a document I think is actually already in the Google Drive. It basically gives you kind of a 1-sentence thing for each one of these bullet points, because that's kind of how I navigate it. So, all right, Mr. Homeowner, you're in the, you know, we're into the main information. I'm gonna kind of go through this real quickly, but you know, if you have any questions, feel free to stop me. First thing here is it says an introduction. This just says this is an agreement between you and LoanPal, all right? It's not an agreement between you and me, it's an agreement between you and LoanPal, because they're the ones providing the program. Promise to pay, what do you think that means?
Exactly.
It means you promise to pay. You intend to make your monthly payments. It's not rocket science. Interest and payments, okay? What's the interest rate?
3.99.
What's the payment?
123.
128. That's it. All of this basically just says that, right? So I'm literally a 1-sentence just explaining that. Fees. The only time you would have a fee with this program is if you had insufficient funds in your account. They try to pull money out, same as Edison, you would get a hit on that.
Like any other loan.
Right? Additional obligations and representations, all right? The only thing that I touch on in this section, A through G, is E, installation, okay? Because what does this talk about? Collateral, talks about personal property, blah, blah, blah. But installation, this is a good time for me to tell you what's coming up, all right? So in order to get the system installed, they have to go through a series of steps. The first step is we have to actually qualify, which you did. Second is we have to apply, which we're gonna do in a second. Step 3 is we have to get to see if the home qualifies, and we're gonna get the site assessment out here in the next couple days to do that, okay? After that, we go into design, we go into permitting, and once we have the permits back, we're able to install and get it turned on by the utility, okay? I just let them know. There's a series of steps that happen, you know, and it's not just me who's looking at this. You're gonna have engineers, you're gonna have city planners, you're gonna have everybody taking a look at it.
Is
Yes.
Edison pretty quick with their PTOs?
Yes, they have been pretty recently. A couple weeks, you know, but I would consider that pretty quick considering DWP